What would the world be like without respect? What would the world be like if there were no respect given to anything? We wouldn't have a world. We'd have destruction. Our bloodlines and our heritage and our families would have died off long ago. Because we never would have understood anything. Respect builds understanding, and without it, there is no world to understand. There is no birds, plants, trees, or animals. There are no fishes. The world would be in total destruction. Because without respect for the understanding of those, we would never understand if they're in danger. We never understand whether or not they were in harm's way. And if you don't show respect to other people, we would never show understanding or knowledge of the other person. We would never try and understand who they are or what they're about. Don't show respect to animals, they get violent and attack us. We didn't give them their space and invaded their areas of population, where they live, and gave them nowhere to go. Where would they go? They'd be in our streets. Grizzly bears attacking humans in the streets because someone upset their den, took away their area where they could live. And then we'd have to kill off all the bears, and we'd have to kill off all the animals, just in order to maintain the sanctuary that is called a city area. It is a sanctuary, our sanctuary, just as the animals have their sanctuaries in the mountains and in the valleys and in the hills and in the plains of wild and untamed nature, which is good, because they should have their sanctuary where they can survive and populate. But without them, if all the world were just made up of cities without respect to nature, then we would lose all that they can offer, all from understanding the lessons they teach, all the understanding from the ways they act and the mannerisms they present. Because the animals teach us so much about nature, about their behavior and instincts. They teach us a lot more than most people perceive. A lot of our technology and a lot of our understanding of the world comes from our study of the way animals interact, the way they behave. It's quite similar to the way many people choose to live their lives. The zodiacal signs are an instance of it. And then there's also so much development. We take it to the next level. We try to truly understand how and why they exist. And that's respect, because we're treating them with respect, and we're giving them their space to exist. But if we were to take that away, what lessons of the future would be lost? A lot. We don't show respect to one another. We never understand another. We lose the lessons they can teach us. We lose it all. Respect is what keeps our world from turning itself inside out. A respect for the influence, a respect for the balance of power, a respect for elected officials being elected, a respect for the offices that they hold, with understanding of what they are and how they function, which creates a greater, more society where each person fits into their own place, where they have their own area of expertise, because we show each person respect and then they develop from there. If you don't show a person respect, though, are they ever going to have a chance to develop? Or they're just going to develop along the path that is chosen for them because they had no chance to develop. All that was available for them to develop in was what you would choose for them, because they had no environment of their own. If they only can develop in the area that you choose for them, then where else will they develop? If they're strictly have to stay by the book, by the guidelines, no outreach from any sort, what will they create? Just the same as somebody else would create. No new inspiration, no new ideas, no new concepts, no new inventions. The respect creates those too. When we respect other individuals, we grow to understand other individuals. And they have a chance to understand us, which creates lifetime and all the moments of them and all the creations of them. And without that element of respect for the other individual, they never have a chance to grow and create the new things and the new wonders that are possible. So what does respect give to you? What does respecting others give to you? A greater understanding of who you are to them. And if they show you respect back, and a greater understanding of them comes to you. Because you've put yourself out there, and you've understood, and you've shown respect, and you've given respect in return. Either it's a yes or a no. That's the two forms of respect. Either they choose to share in what you present, or they don't. And you got to learn to respect the no. So when you don't respect a no, then once again you're assuming that everyone's going to conform to your ideas. Without respect for the no, you'll never understand where you might be at fault, where your idea might need a new embellishment, where it might need more ideas, which allows us to continue to grow and develop in an honest direction. Now, if you show someone disrespect and you fill them full of lies, say they want to come down and help you later on down the road. They don't understand what you're doing. They understand it for the lies you spoke, but they don't understand where all the rest of this came from. And you knew about it, but you never directly addressed any of the issues of it. And now you're at a point where you have no ability to survive truly because you've never shown true respect for the issue at hand. You haven't allowed both sides to be presented, the yes and the no. If you don't show respect for the yes, then I guess no one gathers with you. It's easy to show respect for a yes. That's just somebody joining with you, liking your idea and gathering with you. But really to show respect to the no and understand that, well, I guess it's not for them. They're not interested. Move on and find somebody else. But if you keep on dwelling on that little issue, on that no, and start flattering and lying and deceiving, that person will never truly understand what it is you're presenting, what it is you're offering to them. And without that understanding, how are they ever going to help you down the road or even accept your offer since they don't know exactly what it is? And if it's one of loss to them, of course they're not going to want to accept it. And they probably won't. And if you're not truthful about the cost and what it is you're after, then you've got someone bamboozled into a life they wouldn't want to live. Which means they're not going to be happy. They're probably going to turn cynical and destructive and do whatever it takes to get out of the situation you put them in. The loss you created for them by not fully informing them of the situation. And so much is lost from misinformation by not showing respect to the situation. So much is lost because people go ahead and jump on board when they hear all the good ideas about it, but they don't read the fine print. Fine print's a showing of respect. The littlest amount you can carry. But you want to make sure everything's understood, all the costs and all the benefits. Because if they don't understand the cost, you're not going to keep them as a customer for very long. Or as a friend. And truly, with respect, friendship is always possible. Because you're informing people and you're giving them new ideas and understanding that they probably didn't have before. And you've been truthful and honest with them, whether it's a yes or a no. Now they're better equipped to go into the future and accomplish their goals. It's all about respect. And what do we lose when someone doesn't show us respect? We lose understanding for what they're after. It's like they're trying to deceive us. And that's not a good thing. Nobody likes to be deceived. And people won't join with that which is deceiving them. I don't. You got to be honest with me, or else I'm not going to even look at you twice. You're honest with me, though, I'll look at you twice, maybe 3 times, maybe even join up with you if I like what you're proposing. But if you hide a great cost to it, I'm going to say no, because I'll know that you're hiding it. And if I find out later that you're hiding a great cost, then I think our relationship would be over in a business sense, or in a friendship sense. Because you cost me too much in the long run. That's what happens when you don't tell people the cost. It's like they'll go to a car dealership and they sell you a lemon. They're obviously not respecting you because they didn't tell you what was wrong with the vehicle. Are you ever going to buy a car from that car shop again? Or are you finished with them? Because there's many other options available. You're finished with them, I imagine. They probably won't back up their warranty, or they probably don't have a warranty. And then you can turn them into the collection, you can turn them in, and still probably won't get much out of it. And what did they gain? A single car sale? But what about your friends that wanted cars too? They lost all those from you. And you just tell people about it, and they lost even more. That was from a consumer not showing respect to a purchaser. So what do you lose when you show disrespect to others? What have you lost? What have you gained when you've shown respect and you've been honest about the situation? With a yes or a no. Something to think about. Thank you for your time. Christopher David Clay of the United Unified Belief.